Thank you, Coach. We are about 15 miles west of downtown Phoenix at State Farm Stadium in Glendale, Arizona. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Cincinnati Bengals and the Arizona Cardinals. Taken in the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
Cardinals take over 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. He'll be dropped at the 25 after a gain of 6. And now the Bengal defense here calling a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll get this one up to the 26.
Carried by number 20.
That's all about doing the dirty work right there defensively. 2nd and short yardage, that's all about plugging those gaps, not giving the running back a crease to run through. And that's a nice job to hold him just a couple and force a 3rd down.
An early test, 2 plays in. This is 3rd and 2. Out of the gun, here's Murray. And he'll find Galladay. That's complete. 30. Past the 20. Touchdown, Cardinals. Kenny Galladay, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Cardinals have taken the early lead. Well, that's how they envisioned to get the football to start the game and score.
And I don't know if that was scripted. Was it an audible? Or was it just a play call that they had in their pocket? No matter what, they had the right call on against the right defense, and they end up in the end zone.
And the Cardinals will go up 7-0.
Makes the score Cardinals 7, Bengals nothing.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there.
At their own 26-yard line.
First carry for the former Oklahoma Sooner, Joe Mixon. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. The drive starting with a 1st down, 11 yards on that pickup. Although his reputation as a speedy runner precedes him, it's always fun to watch him work.
It is eye-opening, isn't it? Because when you see him get the ball and just go, in addition to that speed, it helps out his blockers. They don't have to hold blocks for long because he's just going to speed right past them.
He was looking for Joe Mixon there out of the backfield. That'll bring up 2nd down.
It certainly didn't appear that that's where he wanted to go with the ball initially, so he tried to get something out of it by dumping it off to his running back unsuccessfully.
Going deep downfield for Ross. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Jalen Thompson picks it. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. What a start defensively. Your offense goes out, gets the touchdown, and then you get the interception. Just perfect.
How about the discipline that they showed on defense? Because after the offense scored to go up 7-zip, you would think they might be a little extra aggressive trying to get back at them. Instead, they read their keys well. When they took the shot downfield, they were more than prepared for that one.
Brings up 2nd and 8 at the 14-yard line.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Throwing now is Murray. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. A good job defensively to hold that to 4 yards, and now it's 3rd down.
In order for a screen pass to break big, a lot of things have to come together and be well executed, but all it takes is one small thing to go wrong and keep it from being a big game.
From the gun on 3rd down, Murray. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. He had the touchdown on the opening drive. Now he's got a 1st down.
I don't care who you put on him. He's going to be a handful in one-on-one throws.
Yeah, right now, you're right. They're in man-to-man. Maybe needs some safety help.
I would say that'd be a good idea. Double team him somehow. I'm going to have to make someone else beat me rather than let him shred my defense.
Murray's throw on target to Christian Kirk. 7 yards the pick up there. I think defensively you're okay with that. Here in the first quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that, you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up 1st downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
So they'll come up in Bengals territory now with a 1st and 10 at the 41. Murray's going to keep this himself on the RPO. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 47. That really sets him back. A loss of 6.
Back at the 47-yard line.
Now on 2nd and 16. Murray, and he's taken down inside the 30. That one good for a 1st down pickup of 18 yards.
Well, it's almost as if they didn't leave the field after their first drive. They picked right up where they left off. Another good throw there. And this offense, humming here in the early going.
Throwing on 1st down is Murray. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked by Julian Lowe. And the return will stop them well inside their own 20 at the 15-yard line. That throw, Charles, over the middle of the field, and a few too many bodies in there got picked.
That's a normal situation, too, isn't it? No matter how hard you try and spread the field sometimes, there's always going to be a traffic jam, it feels like, towards the middle. And if there's any type of a missed throw, or maybe the ball's tipped, or just too many bodies in the area, an interception can result.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Forced out to his left. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored gives yourself you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
And he takes a shot on the release, as this will be incomplete.
And he's missed now in his first 4 passing attempts. The rhythm is just not there to begin this ball game.
And 10 yards to go.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. That's caught by the big tight end, T.J. Hockenson. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. And now here's a timeout defensively coming from the Cardinals. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. And how about this one now? In their own territory, a gutsy call. They're going to go for this on 4th and a yard. They'll try and throw for it here. Pressure comes, and the Cardinals bring him down. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And now possession will go over inside the 15-yard line. And to give this time to the tailback. And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. A solid pickup of 13 sets him up first and goal. They'll try and run for it on first and goal. And he will get into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. A great play there. Touchdown number 15 of the year. And the Cardinals will extend their lead.
Makes the score.
Extra point splits the uprights. And that'll make the score 14-0. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This taken in about 4 yards deep. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
At their own 24-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. And last time out, went for it on fourth down, turned it over, gave him great field position, turned into 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on fourth down.
A big seam, and he might go all the way. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. Joe Mixon. 76 yards. And the Bengals strike quickly here for 6 points.
Joey Slide.
They were already down 2 scores early. They needed something to try to stem that tide, and that certainly qualifies. A big play to get them in the end zone.
It qualifies indeed because, let's face it, they don't get something done on this drive, turn it back over. This game could be 88 and out the gate early.
What? 88 and out the gate?
Yeah.
What's that?
Well, listen, I used to hear my old man talk about it. Usually meant that thing's done.
Well, now that they got the touchdown, it's not 88 out the gate. We still got a good game going ahead of us.
Good first on the return. The Cardinals take over first and 10.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense as we grind toward the end of the season here, and they haven't had the season that they had hoped. So let me ask you to play GM. Where might they look to make some changes?
I think when you look into the upcoming draft, think hard about them drafting multiple offensive linemen. They've got to get stouter up front. And as a GM always tells me, Charles, this is a big boy league, and big people always end up winning games for you.
So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. And Murray's going to keep it. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. It's another first down as this time they get an even 20. Pretty ideal right there. Keep it yourself, get the first down, and get the heck out of bounds.
And knowing him, I believe he's thinking, I can get a few more yards if I just lower my shoulder. But he also hears that second voice in his head. His head coach, and probably his agent too, saying, get out of bounds, man. Don't do that.
First and 10 at the 18-yard line.
So from inside the 20, here's first and 10 at the 18. Through one quarter, 14-7 our score.
Bengals 7.
First and 10, and they've got 3 tight ends out there. A jumbo package look. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll be stopped after a gain of only a couple down to the 15-yard line.
He's brought down at the 15.
Not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
And that's one of those plays where it's hard to keep 2 eyes on the football when you know the contact's coming, let alone getting 2 hands around it, hugging it to your body, and absorbing the hit, even for those big tight ends who you would think could absorb that contact.
So the failure to connect on second down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8. From the gun, Murray. That's complete right around the 8. And boy, he was very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short.
One of the money routes for any offense, the drag route. So tough to defend because the receiver can stop at any point and make himself available to the quarterback and get a completion. But I love the communication we saw there. All the defenders pointing out the receiver where he was going, and then they're able to rally to the ball after the catch and stop him short of a first down.
So the decision to go for it turns out to be a good one. They get a couple of yards, and as a result, the drive keeps moving. It's now 1st and goal. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And a minuscule gain of maybe a yard from the 6 to the 5. Only a yard that time, 2nd and goal.
And a nice job defensively to keep him out of the end zone. He was trying to get his 2nd touchdown already in the first half.
They had that one earlier, was bidding for a 2nd.
Let's make these babies cry.
Touchdown, Arizona. Just a great individual effort there to take that pop pass and scamper off into the end zone.
And that's why offenses love that play partner, because that gives them a chance to get the ball in the hands of their playmakers with a full head of steam behind them. It's open like a track relay. Legs 2, 3, and 4. That first guy steaming ahead, and he just hands it to you, and you get a chance to take off and go before you even get the baton.
Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
At their own 24-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. And following that long touchdown pass, a one-play drive last time, to see if the defense, you know they're ready. They don't want that to happen again. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. John Ross, 76 yards. And the Bengals strike quickly here for 6 points.
Lining up for the
And correct me if I'm wrong, that was just a simple fly route, wasn't it?
No, there's nothing to correct at all. You've got it down pat. And I just remember as a player, when I'd be in practice sessions, and I'd hear 9 from the receivers, that meant fly route, go, look out. That was the 9, and he just kept going all the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. And they'll be looking to build off of a nice drive last time, a drive that really relied on the quarterback.
Making good decisions, distributing the ball well, distributing it accurately, keeping it away from danger. A really nicely run drive.
But now the defense, what adjustments do they need to make in the passing game?
Pass rush, pass rush, pass rush. Whether it's the guys up front or maybe you bring additional guys, but you've got to disrupt the timing of them throwing the football.
We'll see if they can disrupt it here.
Hey, watch the screen, watch the screen, watch the screen.
Back to the air on 2nd down, it's Murray. He'll get this one to Galladay. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. It'll go as a gain of 25 on a play that started back at the 25.
That's a 50-yard line.
The shotgun now. Here's an inside give. And they see right through that defensively as he'll be hit and taken down to the backfield. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
At their 48-yard line.
On 2nd and 11 now. Murray, pass incomplete.
You tell they wanted to get that ball downfield, but they had nothing working in the secondary, so he dropped it off to the running back. That one ended up incomplete.
The Cardinals on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 11. Shotgun now for Murray. Yeah, that one's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
Has to be a little bit of frustration there. Back-to-back incompletions. Receivers blanketed on both attempts, this time on third down.
Here comes the Cardinals punter now, as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. And this one hits at the 1, continues on into the end zone for a touchback.
Their own 20-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. And last time the formula was pretty simple. One play drive, long pass. That maybe they just want to do that again, right?
And that's exactly how you want to draw things up. Whether it's on your grease board, right, in your playbook, one play drive is exactly what you want on offense. What they have to be careful of is not having a letdown. It was real easy last time. They can't expect that going forward.
And we'll see if it's that easy here.
It's now 2nd and 6.
They'll come up 2nd and 6 now from the 24.
50 seconds to Mike. 50 seconds.
Out of the shotgun, they run with Mixon. 3 yards is half of what they needed. Now can they get the other 3 here on third down?
Well, they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you got to continue to try and run and try and keep the defense honest.
You mean or also just sit back, dare you to throw it on every down?
Yeah, you get your quarterback hit a lot that way, too.
The Cards going nickel. An extra defensive back out there now on third down. He'll look to throw. He'll buy some time right. He may try and run for this. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. Now the Cards going to call another timeout, their second. That's their second, so they'll have 1 remaining here in this second quarter. We'll be right back. And how about this one now? In their own territory, a gutsy call. They're going to go for this on 4th and a yard. They're going to try and throw. Got a man, it's Ross, complete. And he gets this up to the 34, out of bounds there. A big roll of the dice on 4th and 1, but it pays off. They convert. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Now Joe Mixon. And he's across the 40, 3 extra yards to the 43. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2.
Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 43-yard line.
On 2nd down, here's Mixon. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. 1:57 to go in this first half on EA Sports. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan. This is caught inside the 15. And he will take it on in for a Bengals touchdown. Deebo Samuel, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Bengals are an extra point away from tying up this football game. Extra point hugged the upright a bit, but he gets it to go. And we've got a tie game here in a back-and-forth first half. A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21-all the score as the kick's away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And we are hitting the home stretch here toward halftime, and to this point, this has been an exciting offensive explosion for both sides.
I think everyone in the stadium is going to have to regroup a little bit, including the two of us. Yeah, I think we have to get a little oxygen, relax a little bit, and see what we can get going for the second half, the same as these teams, because right now everything's working really well. Can someone come up with something to slow them down?
Yeah, both defenses back on their heels. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. It's a gain of 11 and a Cardinal first down. To throw, it's Murray. Flushed out right. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try.
But when this ball's tipped and intercepted, he's picked off just shy of midfield. And it's a terrific return here as he's going to have him set up with a 1st and goal right at about the 6-yard line.
First down.
Well, there definitely was some juice on that pass. And while tight ends don't always have the same reputation for hands as wide receivers do, in this case, that ball was expected to be caught.
Suddenly, it's 1st and goal after the interception. A quick change in the situation here. They'll give it to Mixon. And a minuscule gain of maybe a yard from the 6 to the 5.
Ball carrier.
Well, Brandon, we always know that once you score one touchdown, you're without a doubt. And so far today, he's got one, but was denied as he tried to get the second one.
And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal. Another try from Mixon. And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. They follow up the first down 1-yard run with a minimal gain of 2. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
Mixon trying to punch it in. And he gets halfway there down to the 1-yard line. Only a yard that time, so now a decision to be made here on 4th and goal. So they won't get a touchdown, but here's a chance to at least get 3 to end the first half. From the left hash, he'll have to cut this at a tight angle. So a late turnover leads to a quick drive, and in turn that quick drive leads to 3 points.
So someone makes a mistake, but how about the other side learning from that mistake, taking care of the ball, and making sure they put some points on the board? Well done.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
25-yard line.
Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
So we've reached halftime here on New Year's Eve. As now we send you out to Orlando and hook back up with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. The final 2 quarters of the NFL regular season are upon us as the second half of Week 17 is underway. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Cost him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
At their own 20-yard line.
Coming out with a jumbo package to start the drive. Mixon will get it to start the second half. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick first down.
Most of their damage has been done through the air. I mean, they've rung the bell 3 times with passing touchdowns, but guess what? Ground game has not been neglected. Nice little burst right there.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. He'll drop this one down to Mixon. It'll be a gain of 9, and it'll be second and about a yard.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
On second down, Mixon, and he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
2nd and 1 is often an invitation to take the big shot downfield. I'll bet the offensive lineman said, "Are you kidding? We just get on our backs and let's go get the first down." They love being physical.
Back to Mixon on first down. And no room to maneuver there. Give him a yard up to the 47.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. He was held without a catch in the first half, but he's got one here, and he also picks up a first down.
First down, Bengals.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Throw left side complete. It's Boyd. That catch good for only a couple.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a two-way go. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it hard to defend.
Here's a throw taken in by Boyd. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Cardinals' 27-yard line. The Bengals passing game finding a rhythm. They've got another first. They'll look to throw now on first down. That's caught by Hollister. A gain of 6 there on first. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
That's going to be caught by Ross for a Bengal touchdown. John Ross with touchdown number 20 on the year, and the Bengals are able to grow their lead. And his guys will take a 10-point lead.
Makes the score Bengals 31, Cardinals 21.
Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. Taken about 7 yards deep, and no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. 2nd and 6, just inside the 30.
Watch tight end. Hey, 4 down. Mike, 55. Right there in the middle. 55. Tackle. Mike 55.
From the gun, Murray. Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete. Kenny Galladay is intended receiver. And that takes us from 2nd to 3rd down.
Receiver coaches preach to their guys all the time. Separation, that's what's going to make the play successful. That time there was very little, and I think they were actually fortunate that it was only knocked away and not intercepted.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Operating from the gun, Murray. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. Murray hooking up with Kirk for an Arizona first down.
At the 39-yard line.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage.
Well, if these guys are going to chop into that deficit, they're going to have to do a much better job in the run game. Caught behind the line of scrimmage, no yardage to be found.
Now on 2nd and 13, Murray. Open man is Galladay, complete. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a third down.
3rd and 10.
No, I can't go. And whoa, sometimes I need a check. Not the sneakers, but the ones that make you watch
Check 55, Mike. Check tight, check tight. Check tight. Mike.
From the gun, Murray. That's caught by the former Sooner, Mark Andrews. And he is going to have a Cardinals first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. That his first catch so far. They've held him under wraps, but he's got a first down there. Final minute now of the third quarter. Murray now on first down. Got a man open, it's Sutton. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
On 1st and 10, here's Murray. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. That'll be a pickup of 10 as they try to recover from this 10-point deficit.
At the 21-yard line.
One quarter remains here as the regular season starts to wind down. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. On the option, it's Murray. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. It's a loss of 5 there, bringing up 2nd. Well, that play never really got off the launching pad. He had a linebacker in his face before he had a chance to do much of anything.
Yeah, I think it's big boys up front, that offensive line. They've got to do a little bit better job of protecting him if they're going to continue to run the option like this.
And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. That'll be a pickup of 10 as they try to recover from this 10-point deficit. The Cardinals on third down. They've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. This will be 3rd and 5.
Don't get nervous. Bring it, guys. Mike 51. Mike 51. Okay.
Operating from the gun, Murray. This is caught. And the Cardinals are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. They'll try to run this one in. And he is in for 6. Touchdown, Cardinals. A great effort there. His 2nd TD of the game and 16th on the season. And the Cardinals have cut it to within a score. And the lead is down to a field goal now.
Is good. Makes the score Bengals 31. Cardinals 28.
So just a 3-point game now as they send this one away. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. Charles, you said earlier this defense is probably going to need to hold these guys right around 20 or under that if they were going to have a chance. It was evident pretty early on that wasn't going to happen.
Yeah, they left 20 behind a long time ago in this game, didn't they? It looks like they're headed towards a big, big number. But 20 was the threshold because that kept them in the ball game and kept the pressure off of their own offense.
And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off at the 30. And they will score. It's a pick six for the Cardinals touchdown.
The kicker on
this game, it's been defensively oriented on both sides, so I guess it stands to reason that the play of the game comes on defense.
So it's my kind of game. You know that. Anytime we have a defensive battle, but that, as you said, it stands to reason that's the way the game tilted. Someone had to make a big play, and the way the defenses were dominating, that's exactly what we got.
To return it, Darius Phillips. And he'll be stopped up at the 25.
First and 10. At their own 25-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. And they have to try and move past that pick six because now they're dealing with a fourth-quarter deficit. And they need this drive to end in points. Got a man open. It's Ross. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. It'll go as a gain of 25 on a play that started back at the 25. Mixon with a first down carry. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Well, I think after that run, the defense is getting back in the huddle and looking at each other and maybe starting to question their confidence a bit. They gave up a significant run, 6 yards, and now you're saying to yourself, how do we stop them, and do I have enough confidence to make a play?
2nd and 4. Flush to his right. Open man, he's got him, the tight end, Hockenson. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Cardinals' 31-yard line. The Bengals passing game finding a rhythm. They've got another first. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. For Kidder here, it's complete. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. A good pickup there, 8 yards on the first down completion.
At the 23-yard line.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. The throw over the middle taken in. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down. That's now 4 completions in a row. A good bounce back following the interception last drive.
Certainly not letting it affect him, that's for sure. And we all know interceptions are going to happen. So the big trick, don't let it affect you going forward. Most of the good quarterbacks, they just tell the ball boy, get that one out of the rotation, give me a fresh ball, and let's go. He's got his offense moving again.
Brings up 2nd and goal at the 4-yard line.
2nd and goal from inside the 5. And he's got it. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. Only 3 yards there on the completion. That'll lead to a 3rd and goal. Take this into the end zone for a Bengal TD.
Touchdown.
James Conner, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Bengals are going to jump back in front. He's got it. And this is indeed up to a 3-point lead. Boy, a tight game like this, 4th quarter, personal foul penalties, a no-no.
Yeah, we know the emotions are running high. The tensions are the same. Who can control them best could ultimately win it.
After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. We saw a number of good games earlier today. This one might top all of those. It's been a dandy as we come up on 1st and 10. Now they try the right side here. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on 1st down.
Back at the 22-yard line.
So the Cardinals, they've got the football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Now on 2nd and 13, Murray. Looking left side, Andrews with it complete. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. A gain of 28 yards there and give him a 1st down.
And at the 50-yard line.
And he'll give it here to his running back. He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards.
Partner, they're clearly saving those timeouts, but they still have to work with some urgency to put themselves in the right position.
In 2nd and 8 at the 48-yard line.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Back to throw. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Now the Cards going to call another timeout, their 2nd, as the clock will stop with 55 seconds remaining in the football game. Well, that last sack puts Murray and the Cards in a tough spot, 3rd and long. To throw is Murray. And that will be incomplete. 2 huge plays there down the stretch. The sack on 2nd down. Now they force the incompletion. That's going to lead to a do-or-die 4th down.
And they look like they've got the confidence right now that no matter what gets thrown against them, whatever play gets run, they have the ability to shut it down. They are just brimming with it right now.
One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. They're going for it. Hits Murray. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. They keep the game alive, at least for the moment, as it's a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 30.
Murray to throw. Escaping the pressure right. Now he's going to use his legs. Now the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. The Cardinals forced to burn their 3rd and final timeout, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the ball game. Only needing 2 yards on 2nd down. He'll look to throw. That is caught inside the 5. And he's across for the late touchdown. And in the final seconds, that one should just about put a capper on this game.
So for those of little faith, guess what? It got done. They now have the lead with that touchdown this late in the contest. I wonder if that was a play they were holding or a play that they just knew would work from past experience.
Well, I just saw it in their eyes on the sideline before starting that last drive, and they did. You're right. They got it done. Looks like they're going to be the winners. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line.
The Bengals take over 1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. This is just an exercise in futility. Do you even bother running a play here offensively?
I wouldn't, because now is not going to erase what's happened during the game. So after it's over, you're going to go to the film, find out where the game was really lost. But this is not a situation now where you're going to make up for anything.
We'll see what they do here.
First down, Bengals.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. One final shot. They'll look to throw. And it's in. Drive comes up empty. And with that, the ball game is over. Well, Charles, this one's going to be hard to digest. You take the lead into the 4th quarter, lose that lead. Maybe they felt like they let this one slip away a little bit.
They will definitely feel like that because when you have a lead in the 4th quarter, all you talk about doing is finishing and closing a game out. But when you flip it over, how about that? Making the comeback and then finishing the game, sealing it on defense, they will feel jubilant in their locker room.
So for Arizona, it will wind up a .500 season as the win means they'll finish right at 8-8. And by just about all accounts, not the type of year they were hoping to have. Meanwhile, for Cincinnati, they wanted desperately to finish at .500, but that won't happen as it'll be a 7-9 season in the end. And they can take solace in the fact that this team never quit all the way to the end. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew here at EA Sports, I'm Brandon Gaudin saying so long, everybody.